Welcome back, bros, to another video review, and today we have the opportunity to take a look at the Transformers the Movie Studio Series 86, number 15, Dinobot Sludge. So for the contents for Dinobot Sludge, we have to attach his head and neck to his batch, so there is some assembly required for this figure, and he also comes with his blaster and also the instruction manual. So for the assembly part, what we do here, we take this piece right here, we flip it out, and then you just slide it on to the back of Dinobot Sludge, and it just clips in right there, and it's done. So as I take a closer look at Dinobot Sludge, I just want to say this figure looks gorgeous. It's just near or darn near perfect in my opinion. I really like this figure and how beefy he is. And I think it goes well, and he's going to scale nicely with the other two Dinobots that we already own, which will give us a total of 3 out of 5. So for the articulation on this figure, it has the standard articulation for Voyagers, but I'm going to show it off anyway, so the head can look up this high, and that's because of that. As you're starting to see right here, this joint right here on the knee is extremely loose on my copy, so I don't know if that's everybody's copy, but the arms go out this high. They rotate a full 360. The arm can bend more than 90. As you see right there, there is a bicep swivel, as you see, as I'm turning it. The hand can also rotate a full 360, which is pretty cool. There is a waist swivel, as you see. The leg can go up this high. It can bend this far. The foot has ankle pivot, so it could tilt also. What else? And he's definitely back heavy, guys. I will say that on the figure. So when you get yours, hopefully your copy is not as bad as mine with the QC issues, and I'll discuss that more later in the review. So, and this is the articulation for Sludge. So now it's time for comparisons, and I went ahead and bought out the other two Dinobots that Hasbro has already given us, which is Slag and also Grimlock. With all three together, they look near perfect, and I'm satisfied, and I'm really happy that Hasbro is taking on the Dinobots, because we haven't had the Dinobots since Power of the Primes Combiner Wars time. With that being said, Sludge here is probably like an inch or two higher than Slag, so I'm not sure if it's showing that on camera, but I know looking through camera right now currently, it looks like they're equal, but Slag on my copy has a little looseness in the hips and the knees and a wing. So I don't know if it's going to be everybody's copy, but yes, I did pick this copy up from Target. It's not supposed to be out until possibly like August is what people were saying, early July, but here we are. It is the month of June, and we already have this figure. So I don't know if it's early copy woes or whatever it is. But anyway, for the comparisons, they look great. And I really like what Hasbro's doing with this, and I hope they continue with the remainder paint palette scheme with the other Dinobots that should be coming very soon. And for more comparisons, I went ahead and bought out Deluxe Class Wheeljack from the Earthrise series, or better known as the Kingdom, which has been peg warming on local stores. And then we have also Earthrise Optimus Prime. And I must say, I like the scale between the leader class of the Dinobots with the Deluxe that we get in the Earthrise, the Kingdom, and also Legacy line. I think they look really well and they scale well, and I like that it's keeping that G1 scaling system in our toy form, so we can have a great collection scaled of different size Transformers. And before I stop comparing them, I went ahead and bought out the extra accessories that came with Grimlock and also Slag. So I am a little disappointed. I'm not going to say Slag feels lighter or Grimlock feels lighter than Sludge, but I will say that I feel like we should have got another companion accessory for this figure, because we just got Slug, which is Slag, for the same price as Sludge, and he came with the human in the exosuit body, with his gun, of course, which is on the back of him. The guns that I have in Grimlock and Slag are upgrade kits or weapon upgrade kits from TF Safari. So if you're looking for those, check out my reviews because they're mentioned in those reviews. So now it's time for transformation, guys. So finally, we have Sludge in his alt mode, and this Dinosaur alt mode looks incredible. So for Sludge's articulation, his neck can go down if you don't pull it off or disconnect it, down and up. The head goes up and down this far. The mouth can open and you can apply a blast effect in that. The arms are all in the standard pose, just move out and backwards. And the legs right here are just the hands and the arms from in robot mode. And for the tail doesn't move, unfortunately. It's just in a static position, but it still looks good. Look at this figure. And for the rest of the Dinobot comparisons, man, this trio looks awesome together. And I'm glad I got Sludge in my hands to show you how good they all look together. And this is just for size comparison, showing you how a smaller deluxe scales with these dinosaurs. And I think this scales perfectly. Not only that, but they are all compatible with the blast effects shooting out of each Dinobot's mouth. That is awesome. So now, with all that being said, now it's time for the Yeah Bro figure grading system. So the first category in my grading system is the paint job. And I'm just going to say right off the bat, I feel like the paint job on this figure is terrific. My copy doesn't have any bleedings or any splotches or anything that I saw like that. The Autobot symbol is crisp and clean on the chest of the robot and also on the head of the dinosaur. So with that being said, I have to give this category a perfect 10 because this Dinobot is awesome. The second category in my rating system is the molding. And while yet this is the first we have received of this molding, but this mold does have some flaws on my copy. Hopefully it's not for all copies because this is a early purchase, which was an early release purchase from Target today. With that being said, I just want to point out that on my copy, the figure has loose hips, especially the right hip ratchet. It's extremely loose, and not only that, the knees are loose on both legs for Sludge, and it has a difficulty of standing and me keeping those dynamic poses in place like I would like that. In addition, the right wing, which collapses to become the dinosaur's back, and also the right wing, that is extremely loose. And not only is it loose, it pops off very easy because it is a friction peg that keeps it applied onto the toy. Other than that, I have no problems with this figure, and because this is just my copy, and I'm not sure it's going to be with all copies, I can't really downgrade this figure for the mold because it's a perfect mold. It represents the G1 cartoon of Sludge. So with that being said, I have to give this category also a 10. The final category in the Yeah Bro rating system is the execution, and I feel like this figure was wonderfully executed by Hasbro. It is perfect in dinosaur mode, and it is also perfect in robot mode. I feel like Hasbro has given this toy a ton of playability, with the dinosaur having a posable jaw, movable feet, movable back legs. It's a perfect dinosaur. Not only that, in robot mode, it has all the articulation that we want in a transformer. Even though I said a mouthful, this is a wonderful figure which gets a 10 in the execution. And more importantly, for me, hopefully this issues that I have that are small with my copy is not going to be the same with yours. So with all this being said, for me, Sludge Studio Series 86, number 15, gets a perfect score of a 10. It is a wonderful figure that you might want to add to your collection. Okay, guys, I failed to mention in my grading system that Sludge is actually heavier than Slag and also Grimlock. With him having more plastic and more weight, I assume that's the reason why they got rid of the companion figure to come with Dinobot Sludge. But anyway, guys, as I stated previously, I end up picking this up today on Memorial Day. So happy Memorial Day to all those, and thank you for those that served and are no longer here with us. With that being said, it cost me $49.99 plus taxes, and the link will be down below. If you would like to pick this figure up at Target online, just hit the notification so that once it goes green in stock, you'll be notified when you can order this figure and have this figure shipped to you from Target. So in conclusion, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. By doing these 4 actions, it shows my channel a tremendous amount of support and also positive feedback. So thank you once again for taking the time to watch my video. Until next time, yeah, bro. I'll see you soon.